Hello, Gemini Collective. Welcome to another episode of Ethereal Tarot. My name is Carla. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, in this message, this tarot reading is for you. And Gemini, your weekly readings will come out every Wednesday, so be sure to look for that every Wednesday. And take in what resonates, throw out what doesn't, let go of what doesn't. This is a general collective read, after all, for the sign of Gemini. And while I'm shuffling here, feel free to take a moment to push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost a thing. It helps to promote me to give you these weekly readings every week and other bonus content, which I adore doing. So let's keep this thing going. Let's see. What do we have for Geminis this week? One more good shuffle here. And here we go. We've got 10 of Cups, Hierophant, 9 of Cups, the World, 8 of Cups, Justice, Page of Cups, 5 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. All right, Gemini, let's take a look-see around the room here. We've got water, 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 wand, fire and earth. Okay, so we've got lots of water online. We've got some major arcana as well. And if you're new here, welcome. This is how I usually do my spread, my reading. I start my read from left to right, and I go right down the line. So this is the path of the current situation. Usually it's the conflict, the challenge that you're being posed with. This could be something that's rising up in your awareness. It could be something you're already well aware of. So just be open to that. This is the path of higher self. This is what higher self wants you to remember. We have every energy of the tarot inside, and this is the path that higher self, angels, God, universe, this is what they beautifully crafted for you in order for you to remember, okay, that you have these energies to cultivate more of them. And this is the path of the outcome or the unfolding here, okay? So let's take a look at our first path, which is the current. That's the 10 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the 9 of Cups. I'm seeing some, maybe you're needing your values to be shaken up, or maybe they are being shaken up, Gemini. I think that you're challenging and really digging deep and finding out what those values are. There's some dissatisfaction online. There's some level of incomplete, like you don't feel complete with with your value system as it stands right now. That's what I'd like to say about that. Give me more for Geminis for the path of the current, please. Give me more. Let's see. And we've got the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Interesting. I'm sensing that because of this, you feel like you can't expand or include. So there's this non-inclusion, this block. You're not feeling like it's a time to celebrate. You're not feeling like it's a time to set those long-term goals, because I feel that you don't feel like you know even what your vision has for you. There's definitely this non-expansive, this contracted energy, okay? And it could be with others. I mean, it could be really in any place of your life, really. But since it's all cups, I'm like getting this feeling that it's, relationships, family, how you're connecting with people. I feel like it's community-based, or how there's a very sense of other. Okay, how you show up to how others show up to you, how you're connecting with others. I'm going to go into my astrology soul oracle deck here. And this isn't a tarot deck, but it does have all of the houses in it. It's a beautiful deck. It's normally a ton thicker than this, but I took out all the houses because sometimes I like to take a peek at what comes up for us for which house it could be occurring, and it gives us a little insight into the energies. Let's see. The 12th house, this is the house of intuition and the unconscious. Here is where we see transcendent experiences, hospitals, prisons, secret agendas, hidden enemies, as well as known possibilities and one's weaknesses. This house is also associated with long-term confinement, seclusion, and psychic abilities. I surrender. So maybe, I don't know if this is like, it's the 12th house, which is the house that Pisces rules. I believe it's Neptune. That's the ruling planet of this house. So I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that like there was some kind of illusion online. And it could have been something that was maybe in your community, your group, something with a group identification, and some kind of illusion came on, or maybe you're waking up to the illusion that it is, and it's making you come to this place where you're really questioning your values. You don't feel like you can include right now. There's not this inclusivity right now. It's contracted energy, kind of, I don't want to say blocked, because I don't see you necessarily being blocked. It's just that you don't know, I don't see you like guarding against yourself necessarily either. But you're definitely not looking forward at this time. It's like you're really present with you right now. You're not looking to expand or take anything else on. Okay, interesting, Gemini. Let's go into the path of what higher self wants you to remember. And we've got the World, the Eight of Cups, and the Justice. Wow, Gemini, this is interesting. It wants you to remember how complete you are, how integrated you are. So if you're questioning any belief system right now or any values, maybe you feel like there was like a broken home situation. Maybe you feel like there is a broken, I don't know, something at your church, something went on and made you question things, something about your beliefs, your traditions, the things that make you feel whole, and the way you connect, the way that you think about others, and the way you, it's like wherever you surrendered something and you felt like you could lean on it, it's now being questioned. And whenever we have something that feels like this surrender, we feel a sense of completion or wholeness through it. And right now it's reminding you of that, and that you don't need to find that externally. Okay? You don't need to find that externally. And also that you have closure with yourself. You have it all inside. You know, the world is all encompassing. It's everything. And it's like higher self is reminding you of that you have it all inside. And you can come to this place of closure on your own. You can come to this place of knowing what to walk away from, what doesn't serve you anymore. That's Eight of Cups. That's leaning on your own intuition. That's leaning on your own felt sense of things. Like that's kind of like, oh, this ain't right. This is toxic. I'm going to walk away from this. That's Eight of Cups. Okay, something toxic happened. There's something in the air that's toxic. There's a toxic energy that you're trying to get away from. And then we have the Justice card, which is so beautiful. That's all cause and effect. That's all getting to the truth of the matter. Higher self wants you to know you can get to this point where you know the truth about something. You know what the cause and effect happened. You know what happened. And then you'll know how to fairly and justly go forward. Okay. Give me more from higher self for Geminis. This is really interesting. Really interesting. Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is coming to an end. And the Two of Swords. Okay, so I'm sensing that higher self is acknowledging that this is the end of the line for you. This that sounded really bad. This is the end of this. It's coming to a completion. It's rounding out. It's going to be completed. Again, the world, and it's that completion. It's that almost like infinity. Okay? And that you will not be at this stalemate anymore. You will not be at any of these, you will not have to make these choices anymore soon, and that you are fully capable of taking off any blindfold. And I also think it's wanting you to know that you're on the right track right now. You're on the right track at feeling like you're at this fork in the road. The two swords, she's crossing them. It's like the fork in the road. You have a decision to make. It's like acknowledging that you are on the right track. This will come to a completion. You will come to closure about this. And the blindfold will be taken off if it already hasn't. I feel like that's part of why you're even feeling any of this conflict or challenge right now, is because part of the blindfold has been taken off. Okay. And I feel with the Two of Swords, it's like you're going to know where to go. Nine of Swords, you're going to know how to think about it. That Nine of Swords is an intense energy. Okay. Wow. Wow, Gemini. And of course, they're all swords. They're not all swords, but the Nine of Swords, Two of Swords here, and then Justice, she's holding a sword. It's on the mental plane. Okay. Which is your plane. That's where you vibe. That's where you vibe at. you'll get there. You know, it's like saying that you'll know what to think about, how to make that decision, knowing what to walk away from, knowing how you feel inside about something. Wow. Okay. And then we come to the outcome, which is the Page of Cups. Again, increased focus on the goal. The goal is to expand in your awareness. The goal is to also establish, well, we have Page of Pentacles here. You have Page of Cups, Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles. 2 pages, which is beginnings, okay? There's going to be new beginnings. And I feel with the Page of Cups, it's like you're open to the messages, you're open to receiving, you're open to the imagination of a new beginning, of a possibility of, and you're also open to the messages that you're receiving from divinity, really. And you're open to seeing the synchronicities and the signs that point you forward, okay? Because pages, they go out and do, and they're the messengers, and they do. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is all about establishing, well, it's like establishing your inheritance, really. Establishing the sense of family, all of your earth energies too. It's about bringing on, and it's really just about establishing your connections, establishing like everything you can see with your eyes. It's like will be reestablished. And there's going to be an increased focus on the goal. No more conflict avoidance, no more strife, no more tension. Okay, let's give me more for Gemini's outcome here. Knight of Pentacles. Wow, Gemini. And the Six of Swords. Yes, you're willing to take the journey. You're willing to take the necessary transition, even though it is hard. You're letting go of the extra baggage. You're letting go of the extra baggage. You're letting go of the resentment. You're letting go. You're venturing out into a new space, a new way of thinking. And Knight of Pentacles, Knights do the thing. So again, I think it's like coming to this place of balance, coming to this place of, with Knight of Pentacles too, I see this kind of, this sense of coming back into your more authentic self, okay? This coming back into this less hurried pace. And I see you, it's like slow and steady wins the race, right? It's like you're going to be doing, but you're doing it at your pace and on your rules and on your time. That's what I want to say about it. Instead of having all these other influences that have kind of clouded your judgment. Really interesting, Gemini. And it's not just like clear as day, this reading. This path of current was. This is really getting into the nitty gritty and dissecting. Okay, it's not just like, oh, everything's rainbows and butterflies and you're going to be fine. And I mean, you will be fine, but it's not like just 10 of cups everywhere. You know, like where it's just like, oh, a great card. You're going to do all these things. So really wanting, it's a dissective time for you. And I feel like that's appropriate given your current situation where you are coming to this place of really trying to figure out what you value, what you take forward with you, what you leave behind, and really learning and stepping out onto how you're going to expand when you're ready to do so. You know, you might not be ready to expand, and that's okay. Let's go into my tarot sidekick, and this isn't a tarot deck, but it does give us questions and prompts to further deepen your reading. What do we have for Geminis today? In what areas should I surrender and allow flow to happen? Ooh, that's a juicy one, Gemini. All right, let's take a look-see. I'm going to go into my cozy tarot deck, and since we have the full potentiality of the tarot at our disposal, I'm going to flex my intuitive muscle here and try to guess. I mean, I don't like saying guess, but intuit what will come out. Something wanted to come out. I love that. Okay. In what areas should I allow surrender and flow to happen? Okay. So let's see. Surrender and flow. I feel like, and you got Three of Wands that came out, which is so perfect. Of course, that's the card of expansion. You got that in your current. Okay. I was reading it as the line of the current situation, as the conflict, as what's brought to your awareness. But it's like Where should you allow surrender and flow? You should start your expansion journey, okay? Let's see what else. I'm going to say too, like 3 of Swords. I want to see release in you, release of this. Maybe a 10 of Swords too, or a Death. Let's see what we get. 6 of Wands. Okay, lots of Wands. The Emperor. Okay, I think it wants you to. I know this might sound counterintuitive. It wants you to take the reins of your life. It wants you to go out and make the hard but necessary decisions without a lot of information at this point. Okay? Without a lot of information. It wants you to, that's Emperor energy. Emperors, they make decisions, and it's not always maybe necessarily the most popular decision. And they have to make decisions quick, and they have to make them off of very little information. 3 of Wands, expansion. Put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded one way or another. This is telling you, like, I know that you are reorganizing and reshuffling all of this at this moment, but still keep that expansive energy flowing. Don't contract as much as you have been. And with 6 of Wands, same thing. Putting yourself out there, okay? I want a couple more. This is very intriguing. I just like keep on wanting to go deeper and dive deeper and dive deeper because I feel like it's such a dissective read here. Page of Cups. Page of Cups, yes, being open to receiving the energy. Page of Cups, let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. Allow yourself to be open to the messages. You've got that on your outcome. I think you're gonna be able to nail it because it came out in your outcome as well. So Page of Cups is allowing your cup to be full, allowing your cup, no matter what's going on, being continually surprised by life, okay? Even if it happens swiftly or things that you were under the impression of go away. It's like and Gemini, you're really good at kind of bouncing around from one thing to the next in the sense of, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's figure this out. You know, very inquisitive, very, very smart. Let's see, what else do we have here? 7 of Swords. Interesting. Allow new discernment. Allow discernment. Allow discernment, allow decision-making, allow expansion, and allow yourself to receive. There it is. Beautiful. Let's go into the Oracle of the Angels for you, Gemini. And this is a love note from the universe for my Gemini collective. Let's see what it has for us today. And this is also a point in the spread where I'll ask for your subscription again. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And Geminis, again, your weekly reading will come out every Wednesday. Be sure to look for that every Wednesday. And feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay? And if you'd like to get a one-on-one session with me, the link is in the description box below. I do fill up quickly, so feel free to get on the schedule if you'd like to. And we have awareness. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. So this is a love note from the universe for Geminis. Here we go. Practice living in a state of awareness where you're conscious of every thought and feeling that passes through you. Start to notice the energy of these thoughts and emotions and ask yourself if they are serving you. Yes, assisting you to live. That's making those decisions. Assisting you to live according to your true purpose and potential. If you find that they are not, make a conscious decision to change these thoughts and feelings in the very moment that you notice them to ones that are more positive and uplifting. That's your Page of Cups too. And your Emperor. That's a lot of what this is perfect. This is like a perfect alignment. I am conscious of each thought and feeling that I manifest. I am mindful of what I create in this universe. I am an expression of divine light. Yes, you are, Geminis. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So rich and full. This was robust. I love it. I love dissecting these with you. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to read for you today. It has been truly an honor. And until next time, joyful blessings.